What is with these kids taking over the FGC? We've been going on for quite a while now in the FGC, where we've had a lot of new bloods coming in these new games coming out: Street Fighter 6, Tekken 8, new Grand Blue. You know, fighting games, modern fighting games are so much more accessible nowadays that anyone can cook. There are so much resources online comparatively to before. There are so many people online willing to teach others. The community has grown so large that really even just your average person that used to maybe just be interested in playing, you know, FPSs is now looking at playing fighting games, especially with all these cash prizes and these huge payouts coming out, especially with Capcom Cup being $1 million. But there's a few notable names that have been around even before FGC has gotten to the size it is now that have developed since then and are becoming prodigies in their own right. And you know, I say prodigy, but I mean, we got to talk about the man himself, Noah, the 8-year-old killer from way back when in Evo 2011, Evo 2012, playing SF4 against some of the greats, and placing really well. Man has been sticking to the grind, has been continuing, and if it makes you feel old as hell, let's watch this old video here. Small interview here.
How old are you? 8? And okay, so I walked in and I saw Noah beating a bison. Using bison against some dude and got a perfect on him. Noah, what kind of 8-year-old gets a perfect on a grown man? Everybody was going nuts. How long have you been playing? A year?
A year.
And where do you?
A year. Noah, 8 years old, perfecting people as Bison in Street Fighter 4. I mean, kid was cooking. He's cooking. I mean, here he is again, Evo 2012. Next year, he's got the fade, new look, already a member of the FGC. This kid came to win. And I mean, he has been. I mean, he's been grinding hardcore in Street Fighter 6. I mean, he played a bit of Street Fighter 5. We didn't see a whole lot of him in Street Fighter 5, but Street Fighter 6, he has definitely connected, and he has been cooking. He's been there in Street Fighter 5, but 6 has been his game. And I mean, with some of his placements, I mean, we see the triple Luke here, but there he is, right? Know the prodigy right there. He won TNS back in April 11th, you know, against NuckleDu, Zaffarino, 801 Strider, you know, Urilla Valorio, who they put as Kimberly for some reason in this, Nephew. I mean, and our very own Complex, who's played here on Stream Team Battle every so often as well. So, I mean, he's doing great. You know, moving on here to same thing, won Fly Fighters against Sigma Male, JB for CCH, right? You know, Nephew again down here, right? You know, quite a few notables. So he's doing good. And to top it all off, he won Bum's birthday bash, taking a Grand Finals reset over IDOM, which is crazy. You know, and this was a decently stacked tournament here in New York. So again, it's not like these are some pushover players. These are some of the best in NA, and he's been cooking. I mean, look at him; he's all grown up now, and he's definitely got better at shit talking, as we'll see here.
I'm on it. Oh my God!
Son,
no way!
Who's gonna win this?
Where you going? Where you going?
Nice throw. He can't
my
take
God.
another throw though.
Oh, the level 2?
Oh,
Oh, you're done! You're done! He won the game! He won the game!
Pop off.
You okay?
Again, resetting against IDOM. IDOM ex Capcom Cup champion, right? Street Fighter 5 legend, MVC3 player, little known. Noah also plays MVC3, but yeah, I mean, coming back to take a match off of IDOM for the Grand Finals reset to win the whole birthday bash, you know, not an easy feat. Pretty impressive. So again, playing his heart out. But the other person to kind of look out for here, and you know, you might have seen it while I was showing off some of the older stuff here, but Enzo the Hokage, this little guy is Noah's cousin. Noah's cousin, also I think 13 years old now. Yet another SF6 prodigy. I don't know what. Again, if you haven't seen the video, I highly suggest you go watch Brian F's video on Enzo. It came out about 2 months ago. Kind of wanted to do a little update on him because he's doing pretty hot right now. Also, he has continued to play. He's cooking. He's cooking, to say the least. And I don't know what it is, but they're giving some of these kids something, man. They're getting good at fighting games, and it's scary. What we see here, he finally won his first ever online tournament. You know, a small one here at 9 Moons, the weekly, but you know, took out Jewel Man, who's also played here in STB, a very good Honda. Also took on Noah. I'm sure Noah was playing his jury though, and a couple of other players here. This is obviously his first win, but I mean, let's go back here, right? We saw here Mike X. Look who got third place here. Third place here at the fight on the fight series here for FlyQuest, right? Enzo. Then we keep going back here. Punk. Look who's down in top 8. Right here for TNS. Enzo again. Right? He's sticking out there. And then for this one that Noah won, Enzo 5th place. I mean, that one might have been a 19-man bracket, but he's cooking. He's playing really well. You know, he can handle the greats. He knows how to play Ken. That's all I can say, and it's showing that like anyone can get really good at this game. And it's not so much that, you know, Street Fighter's easy or Street Fighter 6 is for babies now or whatever. It's just there's so many more resources, and when you have, you know, your older cousin who is also winning these tournaments, I mean, he's got a really good coach. But it's crazy to just see, you know, people at such a young age taking on some of the best in the FGC currently, at least in NA, right? So it'd be definitely interesting to see that kind of stuff in the future. But again, like here, you know, Brian F's video here.
Hey Brian, can you play against my cousin? He is just 12 years old and is competing at a high level in Street Fighter 6. I said, sure, let's play, and let me tell you, I was thoroughly impressed with how strong this player was at only 12 years old. I don't know what they're feeding the kids in this family, but they are producing some of the top Street Fighter talent in.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do a reaction video for Brian F because I don't want to steal his content. But again, watch this video. I'll throw it in the link in the description below. But very good video. He goes over, he plays, he shows his sets against Enzo, and this was 2 months ago. And I mean, since then, he's been placing really, really well. So it's crazy to see a lot of these new players, right? Like just pop off. So, you know, and it's not just here. It's not just in NA. There's also in Japan. There's an 11-year-old. Giuna beating up Leo. You know, this is another kid that is doing really, really well in Japan. Playing Luke. You know, of course, unfortunately, you know, he had to take on the Persona 4U champion here, Giuna. So they didn't beat him here in this bracket, but this was like a pretty close set. Again, that is Seijam. That is Japanese Seijam. Yeah, sorry. Leo here again, another 11-year-old. Doing really well. So, you know, Giuno kind of talking about his own match here, but we'll kind of scroll here.
I was shocked. Like, are you kidding me? I was feeling good. Honestly, when I got hit, I was feeling good. I was like, okay.
This kid's rocking. So he's doing really well. Again, I will probably link this video as well down below. I highly suggest you check out, you know, Giuna's videos on this kid, Leo, as well, in Japan. But, you know, hopefully that kid, he's got his prospects up there. I mean, he's playing in a very stacked region and doing this well. He does well. He plays really well in these tournaments. So, we're getting there, man. We're getting to the point where, you know, you're going to be going to EVO and you're just going to be seeing a bunch of soccer moms bringing over a bunch of kids who are going to go top 16 at EVO. What are you going to do? You're going to show up, you're going to be an O2er, you're going to drown in pools, and little Jimmy is gonna Fortnite dance on you, and he's gonna drive rush jab you to death as Ken. So, you know, it's just, that's the future of the FGC. You gotta love it. it's definitely a good time to be alive in the FGC. But what are your thoughts? You know, tell me in the comments below. What do you think about these kids that are getting better in the FGC? Like, what is the changes going on? All the boomers getting mad about everything is too hard, everything's too easy, everything's changing. But, you know, you adapt or die, and I think these kids are coming in and they're really enjoying this new, you know, Street Fighter as it is today. You know, it's not even so much about the prize money, it's just about doing well and just getting good at the game with all the resources that are available. But, you know, as always, like and subscribe, and thank you so much, and we'll see you on the next one.